All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever folks are. Hello, hello. Welcome to a Matt's Saturday morning, at least for me, Chill Chat stream. Hope folks are well. We're very excited to already have a couple guests hanging out with me. We'll bring them right in here and say hello to Greg and to my Australian mate, Taz.
G'day.
Hello, everybody.
Morning.
G'day. Yeah.
Good day to all. Alrighty. Welcome, guys. I appreciate you both hanging out this morning for however long that you can.
Yeah, thank you for the invite.
Thanks for the invite, Matt.
Yes. Gotta get Greg comfortable with these so that can have him do a similar thing to what Taz does with Lumberjack. not in the dead thing. That would be kind of fun. It's like an one instead.
I'm happy to be called the stud.
I'm sure you are.
Lumberjack be the dud, but no, it's been good, mate. We've had a fun weekend so far. It's been good.
Yeah, and I had told Greg, but I did drop it on you guys last night. That was a really good time.
I appreciate that. That was good, mate. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, that's cool.
I recall. Sorry, because it has been a little bit. It has been a bit of a long day, but I do recall giving you a shout out. So
I believe so. I got home last night from work, and then I had stopped to have my customary, at least for me, Friday happy hour appetizers or dinner or whatever at Applebee's near me. And I got home and I'm like, just checking out, see what's going on. And I checked in the group. I'm like, oh, hey, Taz is on doing his little show. I figured I'd go over and see what was up. And that's like, oh, hey.
Yeah, no, it was really cool.
Yeah. Hey, Scotty's here too. What's up, Scotty?
Morning, Scotty.
G'day, buddy.
Welcome. So this morning I'm going to keep it pretty chill, since I've got the nice chill music going. I did want to quickly throw this up on my camera. I lift it up here, a little heavy. But just as a go overhead here, this is a fun little teaser. Move these out of the way for a moment. Second floor done. Video coming hopefully later today. Woohoo!
Oh,
sweet.
Cool. That's awesome.
So I can actually, once I finish with the stream this morning, so I'm actually going to put the first two floors of the building into the city, into their designated spots. So I'm very excited for that.
Oh, nice.
Because I've had that spot just sitting there open forever, and I want to get this plate out of here at least so I can have a little bit more room. And then start working on the other two floors here in the next week or two.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, brother Greg. What you up to, Scotty? Something I want to do this morning. Taz, you guys did it on your show last night. I just wanted to quickly. I want to get Greg's thoughts on a couple things too, and Taz, you can certainly reiterate your thoughts.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I wanted to just show the Lego City stuff that's coming out and just talk about
for sure.
I'm intrigued about. I know a lot of people are doing this, but I thought it'd be fun.
Just if I can interject just real quick too, Matt. Also consider a couple of the Friends sets as well. There's one in particular. Absolutely. It's like a houseboat. I'd love to remock it into like a floating restaurant. I think that would really pop.
Yeah, I did want to cover the Friends stuff too because there's a few things there that I'm intrigued by.
Yeah, go for it, mate. I love the city stuff, so yeah, you've already got me in hook, line, and sinker. So go for it.
So we'll go ahead and pop this on here. All right, loving this StreamYard technology. It's so cool.
Yeah. It is handy.
So I will say right off the bat that, and I think I mentioned this as soon as you popped it up last night, Taz. I was intrigued as soon as I saw this rocket launch set.
Yes.
This immediately for me brought back memories of the mid or the early to mid '90s launch command stuff.
Yeah.
I love those two shuttle sets with the launch towers.
Yeah.
I got the one that I think came out like 94, 95, shortly after I put up my first Rail City, or before that.
Oh, awesome.
And this tower and the shuttle design here, all this stuff just invokes memories of that and stuff that I loved.
Yeah.
Fantastic pictures here.
So
Very
for
cool.
me,
Go ahead, Greg.
yeah. So for me, I would consider this more a parts set. Like if I was getting it, I would say that's more for me a parts set.
I think, yeah, it certainly could be. I mean, there's a ton of stuff in here, no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's look, the reason why this set stands out for me is because I can potentially, even in my layout, you know, maybe up one end of the layout, I could potentially have a rocket launching facility, as opposed to like an actual like moon base or a planet base or something like that. But you know, rocket launching facility wouldn't necessarily look out of place in the layout. I mean, I'm not going to go to the extent of having a complete, you know, planetary defense force or something like, but and that's certainly not having a dig at Jang. I mean, I think what he does is really good on the mock side of things. But for my layout, I have far less room to work with. So for mine, you know, but yeah, I really, really dig this set. It is very cool.
I'm thinking about getting this to have it, but I don't think I'm going to have room for it now. I'm thinking a future layout. I would love to put a thing like this up, though, just because I always loved NASA and all that stuff. So I would love to be able to do that kind of thing in the future if I can get myself a larger build space or a city space.
Yeah.
In fact, in my first city that I had when I was younger, I had the airport from the mid '90s, the city stream or airport, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I literally attached that launch command sets next to it so the shuttle could land on the runway. Oh, I love the setup. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the lunar research base too. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if he dropped out.
I'll put myself on mute. But no, I'm opening up bags because if you're building, I'm going to do some sorting now.
Yeah. I will start building shortly. I wanted to show a couple of these things off that really intrigued me. This moon base, I think, is one of them too that I would probably end up getting for the future.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of slick.
It is. It looks. And I think it was stated in an article that I read. They were kind of looking to parallel some of the stuff that's been done and looked at in the past. I love this kind of canopy thing here. I love what they got going on here. I think this could be done, or these pieces could be used for a lot of other mocks too. That'd be fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Greg, you go.
No. Go ahead, Taz.
I was going to say if there's a way that you could use the transclear dome pieces, it'd be fun to try and find a way to see if you could do like a, you know how if you've been to like a place like SeaWorld where you've got some like aquarium sort of style where you can walk in and you can look through the glass window, like even when you're inside the building. And I'd love to. Yeah, it'd be cool to do something like that with those pieces. I don't know if they have any of the straighter piece, you know, but if we don't have the straighter pieces though. But if they ever do come out with them, or if you could find a way to even do like a part sort of dome, half sort of dome aquarium style thing, it'd look pretty cool. I think you could. There's definitely potential there to do that.
I think so too. What I was thinking about as we were talking about that last night in the other stream there, Taz, was because of how this is done, where they have the two levels, and what you're talking about in the context, you could almost do something where you could have a lower level, and then they could pop up into this and observe everything around them at a higher level. like the
That'd be
actual
cool, yeah.
aquarium kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
what I was thinking about. I think that could be so cool. Let's see, what else caught my eye here? So I didn't really talk about this one in the stream last night, Taz, but I was when you guys talked about the fire brigade. When I saw this yesterday morning, the first thought that I had as I looked at the sardine factory portion,
Yeah.
and you guys have seen. I think I've got the cats that have come on the stream. I literally thought about getting the stickers for this and making like a cat food factory or something. Because I love like the top secret sauce and all that. I thought that would be hilarious.
Have a whole heap of cats just hanging out the front,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
swarming the building. It's just like, yeah.
yeah. So I don't think I would get the set, but I think I would love to get the stickers for this, just so I could do that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
I wonder if it's got the same action as the city set that's out there right now. The burger, the burger stand. I think it is. I know I'm messing the name up.
So this guy right here, the shooter.
Yeah, where it's got the air pump action.
I've got that one. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
It looks like it's slightly different from the burger bar one.
Yeah, but look at it. It's actually got a shooter on it. That's
And the whole truck is, I think, I like that truck better than the one that comes with the actual fire station set. The
truck feels very industrial looking, very heavy duty, which is pretty cool. And they definitely got a lot of that new shade of yellow going on here too. Some of these sets, which I like that shade. I think it's pretty cool. Sticks out quite a bit.
Is that the bright light yellow? I think.
Yeah, it's actually like a neon yellow almost. It feels like. I love this. Splat piece just coming out. I'm going to get a bunch of these splat pieces too. I'll Bricks and Pieces, I think.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely some cool sets coming out for sure.
Now, let's see what else caught my eye. There's a bunch of things that are obviously here, and we could spend hours talking about them, as we certainly did last night. I'm not really enthralled with like the police station, except for a couple of design aspects with kind of that build out over the sides of the garage. I think that's an interesting technique.
Yeah.
The bank, okay. Police station, I think what I liked about that was this garbage truck here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go ahead and get the instructions once this comes out and just build this truck myself.
Yeah.
That's the most intriguing part of this set for me. I just really like how this looks.
That's one of the things. Why is Scotty like, Scott, you may need to check that you're all the way up to real time.
Horse trailer.
But yeah, that's like the Matt, the set you built. I want to say a few weeks ago, the Queer Eye set.
Yeah.
Like I downloaded the instructions, and the same thing with. Well, one day I hope to get the Bugle, but the Queer Eye set, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to get that one. But I downloaded the instructions because of all of the different cool interior, smaller builds. It's like, oh, well, there's some cool ideas there, but I didn't necessarily want the set. That's one of the nice things, at least with Lego and having their build instructions freely available for people. And I think, and this is where I'll have a controversial type statement, where having Bricklink as a Lego owned property, this is just one way of thinking of it, right? Mm-hmm. That, hey, they're still getting a bit of a revenue from the parts pieces, because I would think some of the Bricklink sellers are having to deal with the, we'll call it a Lego tax, as in they'll have to have some sort of amount of money going back to Lego. But Lego can see, okay, hey, people are trying to generate money or revenue off of these specific parts and stuff.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from. One of the things that I thought was interesting, then turned out not to be as interesting, was the school set here. I mean, I I did go to college to be a teacher, and I taught for a year before I got into IT. Long story. But to see Lego come out with a school was like, whoa, that's gonna be awesome. And then I feel kind of let down by this because they've obviously adopted this whole very small building stands for the city stuff. There's so much more you could do with a school setting here. I mean, it's the detailing is great in this, and I think this might be another case where I may buy the sticker set.
Yeah.
Just so I can have some of this stuff if I ever want to do a school. But I feel a little let down because this doesn't really look like a school to me.
It looks
No,
more like oh, sorry, Tess. Go ahead.
No, go. You're right.
Yeah, no, I mean it looks more like a day, like a extended daycare, like after school program type thing versus school.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
And the bus too. Like I remember in my teens back in the '90s, I was actually like trying to build school buses with my limited pieces, so it's more white than yellow like this.
Yeah.
But at least I could actually set a number of figures in there. I mean, with
I
this,
think, exactly, Matt. I think the nose for the bus, if it was a bit shorter, you could fit even just like two extra studs in to put an extra window in just to give it that little bit more length.
yeah.
But to me personally, I feel the upper level of the first floor, whatever, the upper level of the school building itself, to me looks like the exterior of like a site office, on a building site or something.
Yeah, it definitely does to me too.
I mean, look, I understand what they've done. I get it. Look, from a playability point, from a kid's point of view, I'm sure that set does its job.
Yeah.
For us big kids, I think that school set, I think, Lego knows that we're going to mock the daylights out of that set anyway, or to, we're going to do. Look, I've seen people mock the Friends school set, and it looks, if I was going to build a school into my layout, I would be getting the Friends set over getting that particular city one. I do like the bus though. I like the bus, and I think the minifig selection's good as well.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a case for a number of these city sets I may not purchase, or at least right away, but I probably will go on bricks and pieces and start getting a bunch of torsos.
Yeah.
Another one of those cases, at least for me, will probably end up being the beach lifeguard here. I love the torsos in here. I don't know if I want to get the set itself necessarily.
I love it because it's going to fit right in with my layout, especially in the beach
section. I think with what you're doing, Taz, I can definitely see that for you.
99% of that set will be used without argument. The actual building itself, though, I'd probably do a slightly different design on it, but the rest of it, thumbs up. I love the ice cream suits. I think they're really good.
Yeah,
they'll go very well. Yeah,
that'd be great to have.
I didn't go deeper into that pictures. Oh my, yeah, actually.
I'm digging these torsos right here that I've got on screen right now. It's just, I want to get these.
Hey,
so cool.
Matt, who's your buddy who enjoys the avocados? Because that's one of the ones right there on the. Well, it's switched on but it's still up on the YouTube side.
Yeah, he's not a local guy. He watches my stuff occasionally. He's a former coworker now living in Texas. But I will have to share this to him so he can get an appreciation of it. I didn't realize until last night that actually was an avocado suit. I will have to share that to him. I don't know if he'd be working this morning or not, but yeah, that caught my eye too.
Hey, morning, Kyle Dunbar.
Kyle's on too. Hey, morning, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Taking a look at some city stuff before getting to some building here. The fire and police chase one, I will say the only thing that caught my eye here, just for me, was this car. I like how this car looks. But I do see that this fire rescue car could be very interesting too for folks. Figures are pretty cool. I do like that they're using this new yellow color for the fire helmets there too.
Yeah, they're not bad. And like Mayo's saying in the chat there, Matt, I'm keen to do an episode where like or a couple of part 1, 2, 3, whatever, a stream there of comparing some of these newer Lego sets against some of the old ones
Yeah, that'd be
and
fun.
just to sort of, and not necessarily pay out or bag out on the new / old sets, but to try and take a little bit more of an appreciation look or more of a, an angle from a mock builder, just to sort of see where, like, I know we all approach our mocks in a different way. Nothing wrong with that at all. But just to maybe have a look and see, if we could go back and get those older sets, could we do as much with them now with what we could do back then with them, even from a potential mock or mod point of view? So just try to take a different angle. I love the ice cream truck.
I think that'd be quite interesting. I know,
Yeah.
Obviously Mayo has talked many times about his interest in the vintage, and the vintage is what I remember from my childhood when I loved everything. So my memories are still very strong about all that stuff. So I would love to be able to talk about and compare some of that stuff. It'd be a great thing for me too.
Yeah.
Ice cream set. I think this is pretty interesting. Fun little modded ice cream truck is pretty fun. Like what they did here.
The ice cream truck, very cool.
Yeah. And of course, we've got some interesting new torsos again for the criminals. I think that's kind of interesting there. Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind the new torsos. I'm liking them, yeah.
And then we've got 2 more of the ice cream tops here.
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Let's see, what else caught my eye? The mobile crane, which I think you raved about last night, Taz.
Yeah, can you? That crane. Because Matt, when you're like, "Hey, Greg, go take a look," because hey, all the city stuff, like everything got released last night. Yeah. I started looking at it, like the crane. I'm like, you know what? That's one set I definitely got to get my hands on.
Oh, big time. Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is great. This, to me, to go back to your previous thing, Taz, the stuff. This harkens back to that mid to late '80s crane, which had the ribbon hook on it. That's one of the first I remember getting. And that's
I remember that set.
Crane. Yeah, this part brings back memories of that for me. It looks industrial. It feels right.
Yeah.
So I think they hit a good one with this. For sure.
Oh, look, I even the blue colours and I got another Aussie mate of mine, SRTV or Steve Reynolds.
Yeah.
He pointed out on a couple of different sets, if you actually have a look at where the tyres or the rims, how they're actually a different colour as well. They're not a grey or dark grey. They're actually trying to match the blue that's used in the actual set there.
Yeah.
And the boom, like the range on that crane is really good. It's very much a heavy duty or heavy lift crane.
Yeah.
I like the fact it comes with that 8x16 road plate, because if you've noticed with the road plate sets, the other variant of that particular road plate piece is for the crosswalk. So if you don't want the crosswalk and you just want to extend the road out by, or maybe just have one of the crosswalks at one end of the road and not have it on the other end, you would need another one like that, or custom make a 8x16 plate and put tiling over it to substitute. So the fact that it includes that as well is a win. Like I said on Starting the Dud today, I do not there is nothing about this set that I actually hate. I love it.
I will think about one little thing, and I think it's just for me about some aspect of realism is right here that kind of got zoomed in a bit. The fact that there's a lot of open space right here with the tires and the design. That's just a little nitpick on my part, but I mean, no. Otherwise, I think it's fantastic. It's a great set. I think they did a really good job with this one.
Yeah, sure. It is a really cool set. Yeah.
Scotty commented about the horse transporter set.
Not a bad little set, this one either.
It's not bad. I don't know if I will get this, but I can see it. People getting it, enjoying it.
I'm going to get it. My late father loved his horses, and for me, I'm going to do something with it. This is a bit of a nod to him. I like the vehicle. To me, the vehicle looks a bit more like an American Bronco style vehicle. But yeah, g'day Cliffy. Hope you're well, mate. Scott's blocks, everybody in the chat. Yeah, no, not a bad little set. I like the riding helmet. I like the dog that comes with it as well. Yeah.
Some of these other ones, I'm not overly enthralled with the cement mixer truck. I mean, that's a 4+, but it's got a couple of nice prints there, potentially to be used. The picnic set is a nice one that I think I will probably get right away.
Squirrel. Oh, squirrel.
Squirrel. 2 squirrels. Black and orange, yes.
Yeah.
Lots of fantastic stuff here, plus all the great torsos. It's got a cute little service tuck. I think this is perfect for what it is. $20 US, I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, you think the figs, think the trailer, think the bike, like the tree section, meh. But if you take the tree section out, it's still definitely worth $20 because the tree section,
pieces, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
So just real quick, because Taz was talking about that road section there, that single piece.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's on. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, it is on my camera.
There you go.
So yeah, so that's that section of road plate. I had bought some extra because what I did was, hold on, I gotta slide back.
I'll see what you've done there, Greg. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like I've been doing the more the Mills plate stuff, but
yeah,
I've got that crosswalk piece.
Yeah.
And then I got that extra section just so I could build out a section of road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, these things are awesome. And like you said, getting that with that set, massive.
Where did you get them from? Because there's not many of the road plate or sets that have got that particular piece in them. Like I've been collecting the road plate sets, and they've all come with those crosswalks, which is great. Yeah. I think they really could have included another piece like as the alternate for the crosswalks, because there's going to be crosswalks every 1 meter. There's going to be a bloody crosswalk. It's like, do we need that many of them?
No.
Poor old traffic jams that you're going to get into, you know.
I mean, to be fair, Taz, like I'm doing the old school legacy road plates, like the gray ones, and those have crosswalks in most of the straights as well, plus all the. I mean, I think it's everywhere, but yeah, I think that crane set and getting that extra non-crosswalk, that's a great move on their part.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So just to answer your question, Taz, I ended up getting those on Bricks and Pieces.
There you go.
Oh, they were on Bricks and Pieces. Okay.
Yeah. I think I got. I'd have to double check all my orders, but I think I got those off of Bricks and Pieces.
Oh, cool. Okay.
This right here is why I'm going to get this set. The torsos, the squirrels, and it's got a couple of the acorns too. This alone right here for me. I love this portion of it, no question.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else did I want to highlight? It's pretty straightforward, honestly, for me, but I will probably go ahead and get the police car just because. For $10, why not?
Did you get the other police car, Matt?
I do have the 2021. Yep.
Yeah, I like the design of this one a little bit better than the 2021 because I've got the 2021 as well.
The 2021 to me seems very sleek. It feels. I'm not big on like actually knowing cars and all that stuff, but it does feel like it's meant to be more of a. I want to say it looks to me like a Charger, in a way.
Yeah, it's got that bit more of a Speed Champions feel to it, which is kind of cool. I do like that particular police car as well. I think I'm going to get that one as well, just to change up some of the other police vehicles that I've got in my, will soon be in the layout. That's a fun little build too. I don't mind that little race car as well.
I'm not sure what I would actually do with this, but for $10, I may honestly pick up the race car just to have it. And I like the torsos that are with this and the little and all that stuff. I think it's cool, and I think $10 is a great price point for a lot of this little stuff. I'm really glad that Lego's starting to go this route of giving us these smaller things for a reasonable price.
So
there's more stunt bikes coming as well, which is pretty cool. Maybe not. Were these actually currently out or not? It looks like they're under new. But the airplane set, pretty straightforward. I don't know about that. Maybe. But I did want to go to the Friends line too, since Taz had mentioned that before I get into doing some building.
Yeah, there's a couple of cool, or very, there's a few friend sets there with potential to to probably actually have a good crack at doing some mocks. I mean, that's a big set. I can see that being in Australia.
When I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this for a Friends set. This was like, wow, this is like better than some of the city stuff right now.
Oh
yeah, I'm pumped that I'm excited. I am pumped that they're doing this set because there's a lot of potential there. Not just from the buildings as well, but I mean it's giving you some great launching pad ideas for doing mock builds, but also even if you did detract the mini dolls and substituted them for minifigures, it's still a pretty cool set.
I mean, and Greg, look at this. Look at how much purple is here for you. So much purple and shades of purple.
Yeah, the thing is, I like just taking a look at just from where you're at, Matt. Can you slide your mouse? Oh, if you can zoom back in on the StreamYard back again, and then slide it up to the right in the purple area. Look at the architectural detail on like the roof line. That's better than some of the others. Like definitely within the city set line. Right?
No, not you mentioned. I mean, that strikes me now. That looks almost like a modular-esque design.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah, very cool.
I mean, part of me is like, why the hell are they doing this for a Friends thing? But no, it's fantastic though.
Yeah.
I think that finally, I'm wondering if Lego's starting to realize that some people that maybe within the AFOL community is finally going, hey, the Friends set, they're starting to make a little bit more money on the Friends side of stuff.
Maybe.
Because the people are taking and going, oh, all right, yeah, forget the mini dolls. Not many people on the AFOL side seem to be big fans of the mini dolls. I am not.
Oh, this is what I
got. You saying
this is where you can get modular with it?
Yeah.
That's really cool right there. You can rearrange things here too. Very, very cool.
Wait,
Greg, did you notice? I'm trying to find a picture that highlights this. Did you notice there's a new thing they're starting to do with some of these sets? You've got a 6-wide frame with 3 wide doors, double doors.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Now, Matt. So Matt and Greg. Okay. Sorry again for the bit of a self plug here, but for starting the dud today, we had Butt Shop 2021. Our good buddy Butt Shop was on the panel for a little bit of time. He pointed out to us that because I thought that the frame for that new door piece, I thought that was 2022. It's not. The frame is from 2021, but those 3 wide door pieces are new for 2022.
Okay, so we can actually go to Bricks and Pieces and get the frames now if we want to. We just got to wait on the doors then.
Wait for the doors.
Interesting.
Those doors are going to be so handy, especially in like a hospital mock.
Oh, I can see myself using them. Yeah.
Oh, heaps of potential for those doors. Even in that color, even in like that sort of trans blue sort of color, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't detract away from being able to use them in like plenty of builds. But yeah, very, very cool that we're getting them. I can't wait to get more of those door pieces. Definitely going to be making appearances throughout my mocks for sure.
So $150, I mean, it's a lot of money, but this could honestly be worth it to me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to see how that plays out, and of course the module is coming out in January too. So much.
Oh yeah, I won't be getting the Friends one straight away. So this is the one that I said I'd love to. Yes. Look at this one. See, I think there's an opportunity there to swap out those 2 green doors and use that 1x6. Even if you got to raise it up a level, but you could easily substitute that because that's those green doors. Take them out, put in that the 6 by what is it, 6x6? Then I suppose the height and the width of the those new panel, so the new frame pieces. Put those new door pieces in, and yeah, I'd love to turn this into a floating restaurant. Like there would be colours I'd change out, but
yeah, when you mentioned that on the other stream with the stud stream, Taz, I was like, as soon as you said that, I'm like, yes, I can see that exactly. Yeah, no question. That's and I don't want to shameless plug, of course, but it's my stream, so I can.
Go for it.
Yeah. Brotherhood Bricks did that similar kind of thing with the Destiny's Bounty set a year or two ago, and I was like, that's a freaking fantastic idea.
For sure.
I thought of that when you said that too for this.
Yeah,
perfect. Yes.
As soon as I saw it, I went, okay, that's a floating restaurant in my layout for sure.
There's lots of great stuff in here too.
There is, and again, see, I don't knock the friend sets because I know plenty of people do, and it's like a sport for them nowadays is to knock the friend sets. They're great. I always like using the word like launch pad, but they're a great launching pad for doing mocks. Absolutely. With some of the facades that they've come out with even over the recent years. So that now that's another great set as well. This one's big ticks for me on this set. Yeah,
this one is intriguing to me purely because of these little stands here. I get a kick out of this right here. So I mentioned this on the Death Stream last night. One of the first things I had done when I started rebuilding my city again, like version 2 that I'm currently doing, is I built a whole marketplace area, and I built little shops just like this. Yeah, and these would be absolutely perfect to fit in there. Absolutely perfect. I love this little ramen noodle thing going on here, and this little carrot juice thing. Oh, this would be perfect. So I think I may spend my money for this too.
I was just gonna ask that if you were gonna spend money for it, or were you gonna just try to get certain pieces on it?
No, I think that this one's actually just worth going ahead because I think the taco truck, this is 8 wide, but I think I could, and I think Taz or somebody said this last night too on the other stream, this could easily probably be modded down to a 6 wide.
Yeah.
So I think there's too much in here that I would easily have fun with versus just trying to get some stickers or whatever. So I think this will probably be one that does, in my case, get purchased. It's lots of fun here.
It's not bad though. Like I think again there's good opportunity there. I love the like the noodle one. It's also like, I don't know, like we over here in Australia, we'll call it like...
I agree with that. Take my money.
Yeah, for sure.
Take my money.
It's a very cool set. Very, very cool.
Let's see, what else was there that was intriguing to me? I think you were talking about this one, Taz, the beach glamping one here. You have thoughts on that?
I kind of did. I mean, if we could get... I'd love to see if we could get the canopy sort of piece in different colours. I'd love to do like a little. Oh yeah, like someone made a comment on about them like being a thunderbox. So like the set includes a thunderbox. I like
right here actually. Yeah,
it's look. I think it's awesome. I like the tent sort of style idea or it's almost like a bungalow, or no, not a bungalow. Almost like a yurt. If you're familiar with a yurt.
Yeah.
It kind of, to me, almost you could potentially, it has that little bit of a yurt sort of vibe to it, but I'd love to do like beach style, like yurts or bungalows and have a couple of them spaced out in a beach setting. But if they had the different color like canopy pieces, I think would look really cool. And who knows, maybe they'll come out with different ones over the years, or they might just keep that one color. But I don't know, that set for some reason jumped out at me a bit too.
I think a lot of people last night were commenting on this one being pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I like the message of this one and what it's sending for like sustainability and all that stuff. I think that's really cool.
Sure.
There's a lot of great parts here. I think this could be a good parts set. And maybe the vehicle itself, this is pretty nice to keep around.
Yeah, plenty of plant pieces in there.
Yeah, definitely from a parts set. Like adding into a forest.
Yeah.
Oh, look, another squirrel.
And I think
Squirrel.
we pointed this out too. Look at that that little device, or I forget what they call these guys, the little water pouring thing here. I think that's a brand new or new color at least for that.
Yeah,
That's nice. I like that.
that's not bad.
Yeah, I completely agree, Taz. I mean, people do crap on the front stuff, but no, there's a lot of fantastic stuff they do in this line. It really is.
Yeah.
And then this one, for me, great little part set. I think that's what it comes down to.
For sure.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff there too. So yeah, Lego, take my money.
I think they'll be taking a lot of our money. Definitely next year. Yeah, I'm certainly enjoying what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah.
And even the friend sets, again, that's why I don't knock the friend sets. There's always good potential there. Yeah, even with the friend sets.
Nate has an interesting question. I certainly have no idea when that will be.
So when do these new sets hit the online catalog? Yeah, it could be a case of the US getting them before Australia. I know sometimes we have that bit of a we'll sometimes get city sets before you guys get them. You'll get other sets before we get them over here. So
Yeah.
I hope we don't have to wait too long, because some of those sets, like especially the crane one from the city one, I like the sardine factory one as well. Although when I say I hope it's not too long, it means it gives me more time to save up for them. So there is that other side of it.
Yeah, I think come January 1st, which amazing how quickly that's already approaching, there's going to be a lot of decisions to be made about where the money's going to go.
Yeah.
I'm expecting that my folks will probably end up giving me some Lego gift certificates, e-cards or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've got VIP points, so I'm going to apply some stuff, I think, towards like the modular.
Yeah, same.
And then some of my own money probably spent on some of these other sets over the next few months, I'm sure. Very excited now, all around. So I just want to take a few minutes to go over that stuff because I think it'll be pretty fun, and I want to get Greg's thoughts on some stuff, and Taz, you had certainly talked about all that stuff last night. But very cool.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to put together today, while we hang out, is I'm going to start working on this guy here. I can get this to wake up. There we go. I'm going to throw this together because I think this will be great for parts.
Which one's that one?
That is 76386, the Hogwarts Polyjuice Potion Mistake. It takes place in the bathroom there.
Yeah. Oh, I've got that set. I've got it. That's the one I'm parting out.
Yeah, so I want to throw this together to start with.
Oh, cool. No, look, I think really I'm really digging a lot of the new city sets. There's even two Ninjago sets that I'm keen on getting, the temple and the combo mech. I know, again, I'm not really big on Ninjago, but I mean, ideally I just do like, more of a city sort of builder and just buildings, but I like to have a little bit of variety, even just as display pieces almost. Like, the mech from this new combo mech that's coming out with Ninjago. To me personally, it's just like, you know what? I'd have it sitting up above on my computer desk, something to look at every now and then. It's a pretty cool build.
Yeah. Good question, Scotty. I mean, I've been watching for the modular stuff, and it seems like
what's going on there? We have not seen anything yet official.
I mean, I've only been back into the hobby obviously for a couple of years now, so I don't know if they're right around Black Friday was routine or not. But yeah, it almost feels like it's late because everybody's asking questions about it now.
Well, that's the thing. I was hearing, you're not going to see them until early or almost mid-December. Then other people saying, no, you're going to see them Black Friday. And it's like, well, yeah.
Well, Black Friday is coming down. We definitely haven't seen anything.
No, haven't seen a thing. So, yeah. Well, at least regarding the modular, but, it's what I'm saving most of my money for at the moment. Because I'm always going to get the modulars because it's one of the themes or one of the builds that I do like getting. I've got the corner garage, even though I didn't build it. I don't know, not the biggest fan of the corner garage, but I still got it, so they still took my money. So
yeah, I ended up picking it up. I still actually have it in the box sitting in my other space right now, just so it's out of my way. But my intention is to take that and actually build out a rebrickable mod for that.
Yeah, I've seen some of the rebrickable stuff, and I mean, I never knocked the rebrickable stuff. I think it's great. For me personally, I'm going to be trying, if I do something with it, I'm going to more so do my own build. Yeah.
These little gold figures for the 20-year anniversary thing are pretty cool. And I did purchase that second assembly square that I got a few weeks ago, so I can do a rebrickable.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun. It comes with the Hermione cat head. But it's actually just a piece that can go over her actual head, though, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So the gold minifig, the Harry Potter gold fig there, that's better than better than the Star Wars 20th anniversary figs that they did. Like they did it as a gold, like it's a cool gold fig. I do like that, but the like the 20th anniversary Star Wars stuff was just that. Here's your plate, and here's an older school looking minifig. Okay, great. I like that a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and this was like a $20 set too, so I kind of get, kind of what they're doing. They've got these in some of the other ones, but it works.
It does, exactly, and yeah. I mean, again, I'm very much a buildings, like modular, but buildings person. I don't mind some of the Harry Potter sets. I think there's some, they're really cool as well.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is just going to purely be parts. I want to build it and just kind of have fun with it, and then I'm going to take it apart.
Yeah.
And use it. I'm wrecking up a few Harry Potter figures, though, which is okay, because they could potentially be used in a future school. With uniforms, right? It's kind of
for
fun.
Sure.
And this is a real basic build, but it's okay. Get a lot more tan parts out of it.
Yeah.
Gold Snape minifigure and statue. Oh, that's cool, Nate. Good idea.
There you go, Nate. Good to see you, buddy.
You have to go back to Scotty. Yeah, it's more like no info Friday. Yeah, big lockdown.
Womp, 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 womp.
Yeah, exactly.
Sad trombone playing.
You doing some sorting over there, Greg?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me put this minifig together, and then I'll tell you what I'm parting out. So I'd gotten a couple of these because they were on clearance on Amazon. It's a bunch of the Hidden Side sets.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the I gotta get the box off the floor. It's the shrimp boat set.
Oh, yes.
So I've got, this is the second one. So again, I didn't even build them. I'm like, because there's too many goofy. Like I like the Hidden Sides line. It was a cool line in the design and how they were thinking. Trying to get that VR, trying to get more of the virtual world versus real world. Okay, cool concept, but from but building it though, you had to incorporate a lot of those monster type figures, sets, and
Yeah.
All right, yeah, no. Like I've got a full Shrimp Shack build. I got a second one parted that fully out. The one that I've got built right now is going to get parted back out, so I can but there is a lot of really cool parts and stuff in there that are useful, and the builds themselves, like with the Shrimp Shack, it's got that the whole kitchen layout and that, which can be used for other layouts.
I do think that in that case with the Hidden Side, Shrimp Shack was like a great home run in that theme.
Yeah,
and I missed out on the shrimp boat, but I think that was also pretty cool. I did see Robin Hood Bricks modded that to actually be used as just like a regular shrimp boat. Coming into the city with like local shrimp. That's a great idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, let's have some.
I want to do the same with it as well and sort of de-hidden side it and try to do something, similar. Just make it more of like a small fishing vessel or something like that, you know.
I basically did that with my Shrimp Shack, which I have actually in my small beach area. I took out all the hidden side stuff and just modded it a bit to just kind of fit as hang out on the dock side, place for people to go.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really happy with that. Glad I got it.
Yeah, I mean, some of the hidden side sets, I kind of missed out. I wish I paid attention more and got the school set, like the high school set, prior to it. Because if I kept an eye on it to get it once it got down to the discount level, I should have picked one up, because I think going back to the whole Friends City discussion that we had earlier, that school was truly more, well, at least from my eyes, is truly more of a school's build versus like what we saw with the current city school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed out on that too, and I do. He's not actually on this morning. It looks like I haven't seen him, but my friend Scott actually got that. I think he got two of them because he tends to do this, and he built up a massive school out of that, and it looks great. But I think, yeah, that's definitely a set that would have been perfectly suited for that kind of situation, as opposed to that little dinky city thing that we've got coming out soon.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, that set, again, to go back to the interior detailing, I mean, with stickers on the stuff that they've got in there, take all that stuff and throw it into the hidden side school.
Yeah.
Well, maybe someday Lego will actually want to do something a little bit more realistic for that. Maybe.
Yeah, actually, I still got a part out. I built it out. Was the hidden sides the prison set?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I still got I'm gonna part that back out, but that was a fun build. But it's, again, you got to take all the monster pieces out, and then I think you can really, if you wanted like a small, what I'm thinking of doing with it, Matt's gonna laugh still, because of my awesome high-speed building techniques. Take some of that and making it as part of a police station mock, or a smaller jail type setup.
Yeah,
there's some cool pieces in that.
Yeah,
there is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that set as well. Yeah, very. It like, even as a functioning sort of small like prison build. Yeah, definitely ticks some boxes. That little set. But yeah, agreed. Like, you probably need more than one, maybe two or three. Push it to even four, perhaps, but at least two. To try and get a bit more, you know, that sort of look and feel that you're aiming for.
One of the things in my case is I've not been good with this over the last couple of years, just because I've wanted to just focus on building a lot of my own stuff out beyond like the modulars.
Yeah,
that's what I always enjoyed. But I know a lot of other folks, like we're talking about, you know, taking existing sets and remocking them or modding them out.
Yeah.
For that too.
You know, I think there's. Look, I mean, at the end of the day, this is the one good thing with Lego. You know, to each their own. There's really no right or wrong, and just having that freedom a bit more to build what you want to build. Like, I still like to do a bit of a nod to, the original designer or creator of the set, especially that, 3-in-1 toy shop set that we got from Lego Creator not too long ago.
Right.
I have actually kept the original sort of front pretty much to it. Yes, there's some minor changes to it, but I've still, in essence, kept that look and feel of having the 3 stud wide 10 plate piece, and then putting the brown tile over the top of it, using those brown sort of tubular, whatever you want to call them, what are these ones called? The actual name of them, these ones, like the 3 brown pieces, whatever they're called. It's not a bad idea. I like how the designer used them. So even though, yes, I've mocked out the set, or I've taken it completely and mocked it. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, same as what Greg's doing there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that now, basically.
I think I had some guys sitting next to the toy shop over there, Greg.
Hey, look, I haven't had a chance to plug, so I figured I'd plug you this way instead. I've got your mini pickup.
For sure, mate. That's awesome.
There he is. He's in 2 places at once.
That's a good build, Greg. I like that, mate. That's really well done.
Yeah, I mean, this was a fun little. So this was actually my very first kind of set to mock. I took a couple of them.
Yeah.
And I mean, Taz, I think like you, hey, well, I wanted to make it my own, right?
Yeah.
But I love the look of like the white red roof line, obviously the blue and the window setup. So I try to make sure to really take it, but I wanted to make some more of it my own. So I mean, obviously within the back here, like obviously they couldn't do it with what parts they had for it. Obviously I had to make it my own, but
yes, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Scotty was saying a similar thing with Greg. He got 2 of them and was happy with what he did as well, in terms of kind of knocking it or whatever. Yeah, I purchased one and I put that in the city, and then we had a parts draft, I think it was earlier in the year, with Ned's group there, that Greg and I were participating in, and we had Ned had an extra shop, ended up just buying that off of him. And I took that, I parted out some of it, the bottom half, and I just made another floor onto the townhouse section, just to kind of, make it a little bit bigger. But I'm very happy with that set. It looks great.
I mean, I think all 3 of us agree that set lends so much flexibility. I think that's what we're looking for as AFOLs, is like, hey, again, driving back to that the earlier conversation, like looking at the friend sets, we're seeing how here's a building setup. Here's even within the color schemes how we can take it and make it like add on.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
I love that building, Taz.
Yeah, mate. Oh, mate, look, I was happy to convert it, like especially this one. I was happy to convert it from a toy shop to an actual Lego shop. I mean, I got the idea of buying the actual little Lego store set that I mainly saw in my actual local Lego shop. I thought, you know what? While I like the toy shop, I actually liked the toy shop from one of the city set that had the donut thing in it as well.
Yeah, that's a nice little set.
Yeah, see now exactly what you've got there. That's where I got the inspiration to turn what was going to be that 3-in-1 toy shop set into a Lego store. The shelf at the red shelf, I actually got that from. Do you remember there was a modern little train station? Well, we'll call it charitably call it a train station set that come out. I want to say 2016, maybe 2016, and it had a little Lego store on just on the platform.
Oh yeah, I forget which what number that was, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
I took that idea and extended it out and made a shelf to for Lego. I used like the little pab wall from, I think, Greg, that same set that you've got there as well. And look, for me, it's enough to show, hey, here's the idea. It's a Lego store. It's but again, like I'm building all of mine are based on like a 16 by 16 plate, because at the moment I'm downsizing the size of my buildings so I can fit them in more modular onto my layout. I'm kind of doing mills, but I'm actually going 2 bricks high, not 1 brick high.
Hmm.
And I can easily lift the buildings out whenever I want because I've got them sitting on either jumper plates or tile pieces. So, like, they're going to lock into each other without actually being pinned in or something like that. I can easily lift each one up, out. So if I want to run wiring, I can, or I can change exterior or interior features of the building without completely having to lift a big 48 by 48 section out of the layout and then have to muck around with it. I can
Right.
easily just grab the building, do what I want to do to it, put the building back in, and it's done. So I love this, flexibility at the moment. And that Creator 3-in-1 toy shop set, I've heard a lot of people rave about it, and it's a little Creator 3-in-1 set, but I don't know, there's something about it. It's, for me, I think it's like, I think, God, I must be weird on these thoughts because but I really dig that set. There's so much potential for it.
I want to give a quick shout out to Ray Gilbert. Thank you for actually hanging out here. Appreciate it.
G'day.
Thanks for joining. I believe Ray's coming over from Daryl's Discord. I posted a shout out there to hang out this morning, so I appreciate Ray dropping in.
There you go.
Appreciate the plug for me there, Greg.
You threatened to fire me like 5 times already.
I mean, it's a little different now because I've actually got you on here hanging out, so I can't threaten quite as much.
Yeah.
Build. I'm actually enjoying throwing this together.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually build that before I part that, because I've got it over on the left side. I'm just looking back at some of the minifig pieces, like the hidden sides. We've got like 50 of the same, like the Jack and I forget the girl's name, but like getting some more like the fisherman and these 2 guys. These 2 just cracked me up.
Oh, can you put them back up?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, those are great.
Yeah, they look much, well, to me personally, they look much better than the like the hidden sided version of them when they've been, monsterized or whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah.
I used the yellow, like for me, I used the yellow one with the yellow hat as my lighthouse keeper, and then I used the other one. I would use him as like the boat captain or something like that. It's
No, those are great figures. I did not get those. I'll probably have to go back and get them at some point. To have them.
Yeah, hardy har har har.
All right, bag number 2. Woohoo! Oh, a little bit of Lego ASMR for us. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was doing that. I muted myself earlier when I was opening up some bags. I didn't want to disturb the flow of the conversation.
So, funny story about that. So, the last few days, Jang has been doing his Twitch streams, and he's been throwing together the AT-AT, or ED-AT, or whatever you want to call it. According to Dave Filoni, that all those terms are actually canon now, so it's whatever. Anyway, he was rustling around a bunch of the bags as he dumped out like one of the boxes. It's like 4 boxes worth of parts, which is amazing. But he was rustling around some of the bags, and he kind of made a joking comment that one of his supporters and friends, Bricks O'Brien, had commented that the ASMR sounds of the bags rustling could throw people off that might have like some various issues with those kind of things, like autism or whatever. You might be on those scopes. I never even thought about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, oh, I love the sound of the bags rustling. Maybe you have to be a little bit more conscious of that kind of stuff. But I don't have anywhere near that following, so I'm not too worried about it.
I don't think it's a bad thing though. Like, you know,
hey, Mark is here. Good morning, Mark. Welcome, welcome.
G'day. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing, but yeah. G'day, Mark. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, good buddy, Macro. How you going, mate?
I've got to get back on a macro stream. I haven't been on in a while to watch.
Macro does some fun streams. He's cool. Hope you're well, buddy.
Yeah, Mark's got some of the late night stuff going on.
His stuff's funny.
Unfortunately, Matt goes to bed fairly early compared to some of the other folks in the community here, so I can't always participate in the late night stuff, at least on my time. And of course, then I've got Taz up real late here right now to hang out with me. So.
Oh, it's fine. I'm enjoying this, and again, thank you for the invite. It's been great getting to hang out with the both of you. It's been fun.
Oh, I'm glad you accepted that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I've got some steam left at the moment. It has been a little bit of a longer day, but I have some steam left. So whatever I've got it there, I'm happy to hang out. It's been and look, I'm being productive while I'm burning through some last bits of energy. I'm working on the mock at the moment, so I'm happy. It's getting this week alone has been wildly busy, and I have not had much time at all in the Lego room for the whole week. So I'm trying to make up for that now.
Yeah. I've had a couple days where I haven't been extremely motivated after work. So I've just been hanging out on like the Jang Twitch streams and stuff like that, or just watching other people's stuff.
Yeah.
I did take a couple hours one night after my Tuesday stream because I wasn't really productive on that because it's more just chatter with Dave Morgan and some other folks. But I did finish that second floor. I'm going to put the video out for that today at least, so folks can look forward to that, hopefully.
I like Dave. He's a very talented builder as well.
Dave is
and it'd be great to get to hang out with him again as well. He's really cool.
I actually extended an invite to him this morning because he was actually up in one of the Discords, and I said hey to him. He's actually working on another project this morning, so he had to decline. But the invitation to him is always open, so I expect to see him also show up in future Brooks streams as well.
Oh, cool.
And this is why I'm honestly very happy I did go the StreamYard route, because it is fantastic to hang out with everybody like I am at this point instead of just going solo.
Yeah, it's I'm enjoying StreamYard and that as well. It's a good program.
Really is. Greg had said the awful W word, and Mark agrees with that. Especially on the weekends. Ugh. What a horrible word.
Yeah, no, this whole week has been just wildly busy, and really thankful that I got a chance now to just hang out in the Lego room for a bit, and even just as I'm sort of slowly starting to get a bit more tired, I'm still trying to achieve something, so it's been good.
That's good. Yeah, I don't really have any other plans today at this point. I do have to run out after I finish this morning, pick up a couple things at the grocery store, but I think I'm going to come back. I got to edit my other video that I want to post, and I just might do some more work in here. I don't really have a lot of other plans. I just want to relax for the day.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pop off here in a little bit. I've got to go get fun flu shot and all that good stuff.
Get the jab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another round of
the fun stuff.
Yeah. So hey, it was great hanging out with you guys today. So I will Matt, I'll hit you up later on in Discord and stuff. Taz, I'll hit you up at Instagram and all that, and everybody else have a great
Good on you, buddy. Yeah, for sure. It's been fun hanging out, mate. I appreciate it.
All right.
Dude, I do thank you for hanging out on here. Definitely appreciate it. So I don't have to pest you just about doing your job plugging for me.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I'm sure I will talk to you in a few hours or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Good on you, Greg. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Take care, mate.
Later.
Yeah.
And also with Mark and that as well with Macro, he does some really good builds. I don't always catch his streams, but I do try and go back and rewatch and just catch up on what he's been up to. I enjoy his city updates as well. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that everybody that's watching us is probably already subscribed, but if you are not, please throw some love over to Macro Bricks. Give him a sub. He does have a fantastic Lego room, a Lego city that he's working on. He's doing castle stuff now, which is fantastic to see.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
So give him a shout. Give him some love if you haven't.
Yeah, I mean, again, I really enjoyed even today just looking at those at the city sets. It's got me a bit more pumped and excited now for wanting to still just keep, plugging away at doing mocks and stuff like that. And to see some of these new sets come out, it's given me some really good ideas on, what I'm going to do with the layout. And, for me, I like the fact that when I saw that, that sort of, the beach sort of rescue, like for us, like surf life saving type, thing. It to me looks really cool. Definitely potential there. So I like the fact that a lot of these sets that they are coming out with have, for me, I'm seeing the fact that I'm still going to be spending, money on them, but I'm going to get the most out of them. The ones that I'm going to pick, like I can't afford all of them, but the sets I'm going to pick, I'm going to get the most value for me as far as part usage. I can't say that I'm going to getting value for money because through the various countries and including New Zealand and that as well, who they pay more than what we do because they're on a 12.5% GST or goods and services tax. Australia is on a 10% goods and services tax. So for the bigger sets, it makes a big difference. For the smaller sets, like sets that you guys might pay $30 for, we're paying closer to $50 for. So if I want to buy two of them, for you guys, you go, okay, well, I'm only spending $60. That's fine. For us, it's nearly $100. It's like, well, okay, and this isn't because, again, you've got that jump, and it's like, okay, now.
Yeah, you question, is it worth it then?
You're starting to question it, and it's like, but I know I'm going to use those parts. It's just that extra $40 or $50 that we've got to find. It's like sometimes that's not easy to do,
Absolutely, I hear you there. I mean, at least in the U.S., a number of the states have their own kind of tax. And that I will pay 8% sales tax for what I get. And of course, like the small stuff, all right, a $10 set, or a $30 set, all right, I can deal with that. But then all of a sudden, like, okay, now a $100, $200 set, it's like, crap. That tax adds up really quickly.
Oh, it does, big time. So in New Zealand, I remember talking to a few people over there, and they were paying for the big Star Wars USS Millennium Falcon when it came out. They were paying closer to $1,500 for it, and in Australia, it was retailing for about $1,200. So, nearly a $300 price jump. But that's not easy for everybody to afford. So
that's not really fun.
Yeah. So while I'm not going to say that I'm going to get value for money out of the sets that I'm buying, because again, talking about the fact that different countries and that we have different tax systems, as I like to think of it as value for parts, because especially if I'm going to use it in a mock or something like that, or part of my whole layout, like that beach, like the surf rescue one, that had the little turtle and the little ATV and whatever else, and
Scotty, he's got to head out for the day. Evil W word. Thanks for hanging out, Scotty. Have a good day,
Scotty. So there's plenty of potential there for a lot of those sets.
I have to also laugh at DZ Studios comments. First person to catch that on. Catch on that. It is. I'm not a Mac person, even though I have to know it for my job, a technology person, but I have a couple of the backgrounds I had saved from the much older Mac OS systems. And this is one of those, and I love that background.
I was trying to remember where I've seen that background before.
That's what that background is. Yep.
Very cool. Yeah, very good pickup. It looks cool.
So good catch on that, DZ.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's I'm loving seeing the pictures of these new sets. I think it's getting me a bit more excited now for continuing what I'm working on, and it's giving me some new ideas and that as well to and the new approaches and that as well. So that crane set definitely. The school set I'm not so fussed on. If I see it marked down, I'll probably get it. The sardine factory for sure, yes. I don't know about the police. I like the bank one. I remember? Did you see the bank set? Did you look
I
at that
didn't
one?
highlight it in our chat this morning here, but I definitely did see it.
Yeah,
It looks kind of interesting.
yeah.
Actually, it I don't know if somebody had mentioned that. I think you guys covered it before I came on last night.
Yeah, yep. Yeah,
Um,
we did. We definitely looked at it.
it
Yeah.
definitely to me looks like an older version or a newer version of one that came out a number of years ago, which I actually
It
have
does, yeah.
in my
Yeah.
Chinatown district, actually.
I don't mind it. I think I mean I've got the brick bank modular, but for my for what I'm doing in my layout, the brick bank modular would look overstated in my layout. So I don't mind the other one, the newer city set one. I would try to maybe heritage build it a bit more, give it a bit more of a classic older style look, because that's what I like building at the moment.
Yeah.
You can see that in pretty much all of my mocks so far. Not one of them is showing an ultra modern feel to them. They all have that, they all have that little bit more of a older looking, feel to them, like the fire station. The a couple of the other ones that I've got there and that as well, like the little bakery, and then the even the burger shop, it has that little bit of a too sleek looking. The only one that I could probably say is a bit more boxy sort of looking would be the little toy shop one that I've done. But I mean, you've got to have some variety there too. But
Oh, absolutely. No, I agree with you. Because I'm very much just about doing my own builds, obviously, more than anything else.
yeah, sure.
What I'm attracted to when I go to look for other folks that do this and catch their designs, their layouts, etc., is exactly, are they kind of building their own stuff in addition to just doing a modular city? Because I get, modular city is great. I totally get it. I enjoy having those aspects in my city too. But I'm all about the custom more than anything else. I love seeing the custom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So this one's all set, and this actually is a cute little build.
That's cool. I like it. Yeah, it is cool.
I like the single actual bathroom here, as you call it, the Thunder Box. And I like what they did to actually kind of go back to the Chamber of Secrets with this little thing opening up here.
That's cool. Yeah.
So this is cool. Glad I got it. I might do a little review of this just for the sake of doing that.
Yeah.
But I think this will be a great part set. No question on that.
Oh, heaps of good parts in that one. I tend to look at some of the Harry Potter sets from a potential part point of view, and a lot of them are really good for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And then just more figures and more parts here. Let's see.
Yeah.
So that's all the extra stuff that I have.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah. And I think in the spirit of Harry Potter, I also wanted to throw together this other one this morning that I picked up on Black Friday as well. This 76395 Hogwarts First Flying Lesson. So it's going to be a Harry Potter morning for me here.
No, that's fine.
Hang out in chat.
I'm just looking for some bricks.
So let me, I know Ray joined in late here. Let me just kind of show what that was again for you. That first one I just finished up, that was 76386, the Hogwarts Polyjuice Potion Mistake, which is a scene from the Chamber of Secrets movie, the second one in the series.
That's cool.
And I think that this one that I'm about to start, was this from the Sorcerer's Stone? I know it's also from one of the early ones. It has that look to it.
Yeah. I'm not exactly up with the Harry Potter sets and sort of where they're falling within the storyline. Like I've seen all the movies, but
yeah. I have not read the books at all. I just enjoyed the movies multiple times. In fact, I will say I'm still on cable because my townhouse complex offers it, so I haven't cut the cord. One of the channels that comes with my subscription is Sci-Fi and the USA Network, both like NBC kind of things. But at least once a month, they always have a Harry Potter weekend, and I end up just kind of watching some of that, if nothing else. I don't feel like I'm younger.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is. There's Scott. 36 bricks. Chamber Secret. Okay.
There you go.
I'm going to throw together the Sky 2 this morning. We have a bunch of tan parts. Woohoo! What's up, Scott? How you doing? Nice to see you. Hope things are well. And by the way, if folks are curious, the thing that I'm using to dump all my parts on, this is a thing that I'll do the plug again. Jangbricks uses a bunch of these when he's doing set builds on his channel, and he showed us links to get these off of Amazon. And I picked up one of these because it's great for putting out all the bags of parts here as you build, and there's just enough of a little lip here to keep everything just kind of in place.
Yeah.
I think it's a great little investment. It was like $20 for me, I think. Nothing major. Actually, I think I got the larger of the two that were offered as well, because there's a couple smaller versions of it.
Yeah.
Ray says, even though not really into Harry Potter, the Lego sets are pretty awesome. Yeah, I agree. I think these are really cool builds, for sure.
Yeah, definitely good for parts as well.
It's like the tray that holds my wine and cheese in the bathtub. Yeah, I'm imagining Mark sitting in his bathtub with this, enjoying wine and cheese. Yeah. I'm sure that you do that. Let's see, where's that piece? I'll say I also tend to use this when I'm doing some sorting of my parts from like Pick-a-Brick. And sometimes if I push a little bit too much, it's very easy for some of the parts to kind of go right up and over the lip here.
Yeah.
So it's good, but it's also bad depending on how many parts you actually do have out there.
Yeah.
Parts in these universe that are awesome. It's not about the theme, it's all about the part. Yeah, because I'm not going to keep these for the actual theme or anything. It's definitely about the parts. Lots of good stuff here. For sure.
Yeah, I'm sort of having to substitute some different colors at the moment for what I'm doing. It's getting there. It just brings memories, or brings me to the realization that I'm fast running out of parts at the moment. So
an image that is worth $2 at least. Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave that comment there, Scott.
Yeah. I'll often buy sets to part them out, or I'll build them as they are to begin with, and then look at doing something with them. I did a small little surf shop mock.
Yes.
And used a lot of the parts from that that particular set. I only bought one copy of it. I hadn't just, I don't know, by maybe 2 or 3 pieces. I just had enough to be able to finish that little build how I wanted it to look. So I did come close to having to potentially look at getting another copy of that same set, but spent a bit more time hunting through a couple of unsorted part bins and went, okay, I actually have enough literally by maybe 2 or 3 pieces to finish it. So that saved me. But I see why people do it. And look, it's not a bad idea because, you know, any of the other leftover parts, you're always going to be able to put them in your inventory anyway. So.
Oh, absolutely. One of the things that I want to do once I get into building this rebrickable assembly square alternative, if I'm going to do that inverted music shop build.
Yeah.
I don't recall if they use every single part from the actual set or not. So, I mean, it's going to be possibly inventory buildup anyway. Yeah. But I want to potentially swap out some of the pieces, replace them with some of my own inventory for things that might be more valuable for me.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And I do intend to kind of mod that build in itself anyway, because I think that's more of a performance kind of venue. And I want to turn that into my actual new music shop. Because the original music shop build that I had, I kind of tore that down and rebuilt that as my dispensary.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I did. So I've got all of my internal parts actually for the music shop still hanging out. Reaching over here. I still got just sitting in one of my bins. It's waiting for me to rebuild out an actual building for it.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, that's my intention for that assembly square build.
Yeah.
It should be fun.
And again, I consider it, even if I do end up buying more than one copy of the same set, I know eventually I'm going to use the parts, especially with this Creator 3-in-1 toy shop set. I think I bought at least 2 copies of it. Because I knew within a short amount of time I was going to do something with it. So I got one on clearance. The first set that I got, I paid retail price. I got the second one on clearance, and it was just like, I'm not going to say no to that. There's plenty of opportunity there to do something with it. So that set, when it came up, even though yes, it's the same one that I just got. Very quickly I realized that I was going to do something with it, so for me it was worth getting another one.
A quick little bit of love from Mark here. Your remarks are awesome, Matt. Really digging the tower build and interior. Watch for that video that I'm going to publish later today, Mark. I'm going to do the second floor interior detailing and review of that.
Cool. Awesome.
I teased it when I first came on this morning. I just showed it really quick and then took it off because I want to make sure that people actually go back and watch the video. So everybody can look forward to that.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, bread and butter for me really is doing the interior detailing of mocks. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was younger, and I wasn't quite as focused as I am now about actually trying to match parts and colors and all that stuff up. I would tear apart some sets and just use parts, obviously, and not really have as much like actual production sets. But anyway, I would actually still build interiors back when I was, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
It's always been a thing for me to want to do interior work.
Yep.
So that's why I do focus on that as a thing.
Oh, cool.
And I will say one of the things I want to try to do more, and like I did this Black Friday, that's why I've got these sets I'm building now. I do want to try to buy some more sets just for parts.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, it seems like Lego is going stale on the pick-a-brick walls right now.
Yeah.
Very frustrating.
I'm hopefully aiming to get to my nearest Lego store through the week, and I've been hearing good and bad about the pad wall at the moment. So the thing is, I just wait till on the day because if sometimes they restock when they all of a sudden notice, oh, okay, well, we're starting to fast run out of stuff. So they don't, sometimes they'll advertise when when I say advertise, like they make it known when they're going to restock. But sometimes they do it before they've had a chance to, get the word out there. So I tend to wait on the day and then give them a quick call and say, hey, we're going to be in the store in approximately, half an hour or something, and just see, very quickly, it's like, have you got, if I'm looking for particular parts, it'll be, have you got any of these? And, oh, yeah, we got plenty. Oh, great. Perfect.
Yeah, actually, in that kind of spirit, I will, I'm going to switch my cam here over for a second. So my store manager actually stays in contact with me directly. He'll text me when he gets new parts in, and he reached out to me just the other day. And I'll show you on my phone here. So they just got like these 3 parts into the wall, and it's like, okay, I mean that's cool, but it's like nothing earth-shattering.
Yeah.
In that inverted one. All right, maybe I'll get that on my next visit. But it's like, where's all the tiles? Where's the masonry brick? Where's all the great stuff?
That's what I'm needing at the moment. So yeah, I'm not filled with much confidence at the moment of, with the pad ball, but it's like, okay, I'm just going to play it cool, see what happens on the day. Hopefully there won't be disappointment.
Yeah, and Scott made a comment here, Lego's not focused on the pebble turn health. Yeah, I mean, I certainly get that because they're focused on inventory. It just seems like the past year or two, really, it's been a case that they're focusing on that inventory period, and they're not putting a lot of good PAB stuff out there. It's like they've taken all their PAB producing stuff, and they've just shifted all of it more over to building all sets. They've got inventory for that. It is what it is. It's just PAB was always something for me the last couple of years of way great.
Cool. I mean, when we first started getting pad balls here, or getting the Lego stores here in Australia, seeing the pad ball was something to be excited for, because it's like, oh, this is really cool, and then you start to get used to seeing the pad ball, and then you go, okay, well, it's not getting as exciting as what it used to be. So yeah,
when
it's the same here too, mate.
Yeah, pieces 1200 one element. Yeah. When I was a kid, at first, like I never kept anything built, and then when I got a little bit older, I started to keep some sets around.
Yeah.
But yeah, the pad ball and getting 1200 elements of one type was, yeah, I'm definitely into that. A lot of the stuff I have up on my shelves has come from PAB acquirements.
Yeah.
Right? Give us a bunch of great stuff. Yeah, tiles. Where's all the tiles?
Yes, we need more tiles. Agreed.
I need to fill up more of my cat treat things with more tiles. I'm gonna run out eventually. Carrots. I need a full cup of carrots unless I build some coral. Yeah. I've got a container way up on the top of my shelves over here. It's filled with carrots. Really? COVID changed the game because so many people got into building that inventory was scarce. They backburnered Pebble. Yep, exactly. Welcome back, Kyle. Appreciate you joining back in, bud.
Okay, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, throwing out so many sets now, and so many adults are buying all these things and all the expensive sets. Where's all the PAB stuff for the AFOLs, though? Come on.
Yeah, it's and we have other retailers over here where you do see a lot of, I mean, not necessarily the biggest sets. So we have either like Big W, Kmart, and then smaller retailers or independent toy stores that'll have a Lego wall. Some of the independents, because again they're independent, they will buy the bigger sets to then on sell. Whereas you get Kmart and ones like Kmart, Big W, and Target, where in store they'll have a cap on what they'll sell, like on the shelf as far as price point. But you can, of course, buy the larger sets online only. but then it's up to like the availability for the stores and everything. So if I'm really hunting a really big set, I'll aim to try and get to the Lego store or just get it online now. But I still like to go to the independents and try and support them a bit as well. So yeah,
I hear you on that. It's got me to a good point here too about paintball being talked about in the lug groups as well, and that even the lug bulks are taking a while to come in. And yeah, they've shifted their focus, obviously, if that's a thing. That's what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But hey, all the great stuff coming out in January. Take my money.
Oh, for sure.
Not the great parts and all that stuff can still use. Take my money.
Yeah.
Later. So I think this is the stuff from Quidditch stuff that they do. Yes. Very cool.
Oh, cool.
A couple little ball pieces included in this. That's fun. Oh, and there's a seeker. The little flying gold thing. That's cool. I've never seen this part before. It's a little seeker.
Oh, wow, look at that. That is so cool.
Yeah, I like that.
That's awesome.
Good fee for their business. Lego could be making way more money. We want to spend it. Yes. Take our money, Lego. Keep producing more things.
Sure.
Show us the modular.
Yeah, looking forward to a modular.
I'm kind of amused actually though too, and I'll give myself a plug as I talk about this. Initially, the rumor was the hospital build, which obviously has been completely debunked because Lego City now has the hospital coming out. I built that custom art gallery mock that I've got, and I've been working on that and actually asking people if they want to submit custom builds, which people have done that. It's fantastic. And now the rumored modular includes an art gallery. It's like, Lego, what the hell?
Yeah.
So be curious to see what they do.
So Kyle, to answer your question, I turned the Creator 3-in-1 toy shop into an actual, like for me, like a little Lego store. Made some changes, changed the exterior just a little bit. I like using like the dark tan like masonry brick, just sort of in the corner on each side. Tried to throw a bit of an interior in. I've got a very long way to go with doing interiors, but it serves its purpose. It shows what I was trying to do.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that I love that mock. That looks fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. And the first floor is just for it's going to be exterior only. I'm not going to worry about interior for the first floor. Again, I'm trying to conserve on parts and just trying to save a bit of money where I can on part ordering. So I'm just trying to build the external to similar to what it was in that Creator 3-in-1 toy shop set. So yeah, look, could I call it an actual mock? I guess it's more of a mod, I suppose. But
right.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort of change it to more. It'll suit the purpose that I need it to for the layout at the moment that I'm working on. So
yeah, very cool.
But it's a fun little build so far. I'm enjoying. Again, I suppose other people say it's more of a simplified build, and for me, it is. But it's what I'm happy to do at the moment. It's what I'm enjoying working on. So, I'm enjoying the process at the moment. Thanks, Macro.
Yep.
Good on you, buddy. Thank you.
So thanks to Mark for this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the thing about my art gallery is the fact that I open it up for everybody to send me little builds, right? It's a
cool
project.
Yeah.
So it's more it's more of a bonding thing and community building thing than it is just here's some couple random Lego things that Lego gave us or that I built myself for the mock. It's more everybody can contribute to this, and it's honestly just a little 4x6 kind of thing. It's not very difficult for people to send stuff in, and that's why I
Yeah.
really like doing it, because it's very simple to contribute.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that. Very annoying. They are messing with us. But they're going to get our money. They're going to get our money. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Use that same set
cool.
the store shop I sent to Daryl. Yeah. That toy shop is that is one of the best things I think they came out with. I think it was last year, by far.
Yeah, it's definitely been a popular set. Of a few people I've spoken to really like it as well.
Hey, we got Tayshawn. What's up, Tayshawn? How you doing, man?
G'day, Tayshawn.
Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you're well.
I'm gonna need some of those other bricks that I end up putting away.
This is such a simple build, but just a lot of great practical parts here that I can just use. I love this.
For sure.
Just build up a baton inventory. I've got some masonry brick here that I can pop in. Good stuff. Very good stuff. I know you built this already, Scott. I believe I saw you did this previously in your builds of all kinds of sets that you did before, but this is cool. I'm digging this. Tayshawn says doing pretty good. How's it going? I'm doing well. Enjoying my Saturday morning here, hanging out with Taz, and Greg was on earlier for a little bit. Hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, it's been fun so far, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Scott says, I have 6 of these sets. I love the parts. Yeah. I know Scott does this with a lot of things. He gets them for the parts, where I've been focused more on getting PAB and stuff like that. But I think because we just talked about it, PAB kind of just sitting there stale mostly.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, I picked up get a couple of these other ones out that I picked up on Black Friday. I finally went ahead and picked up the Hall of Armor set here too, for example. Didn't come in very well there, but yeah, the Hall of Armor set.
Oh, cool.
Grab that. And again, for parts or anything else, I don't have an Avengers Tower. I'm not planning on doing it.
Yeah.
And I also still have to put together this Marvel Shang-Chi set that has this cool car and some other figures and stuff. I like that one.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then I'm not a DC Batman person at all, but I picked up the classic Batmobile set.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
I feel I like the Joker outfit here, this torso. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So this is kind of where I shifted some of my focus to be like, all right, I want to spend some money on Black Friday, or it was not actually Black Friday, it was the VIP weekend beforehand, double VIP. I want to get some points. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy a bunch of sets that I can just use for parts. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I did. And I'm actually very happy with that.
Yeah, very useful sets.
All great sets, exactly. Yep.
Oh,
So it's not more on sets because my paddle suck for over a year now. Yep. I mean, that's kind of where I'm going with it too. And you're dreaming there, Scott. Nope, you're not getting my bricks. Had to put my Lego on hold for a bit while I get my money invested into my reenact. Yeah, I hear you, dude. I hear you. There's so much stuff out there. I'm sure you'll be able to get some stuff as you get back into it, though. Yeah, you just missed him, Mark. He actually he took off to go get a couple of jabs this morning. So I'm going to be building the Spring Lantern Festival set on LiveStream at 6:30 Eastern. Oh, is that tonight, Tayshawn?
Oh, wow.
I love that set. That's one of the ones I picked up earlier this year right away. It's like, I've got to get that Spring Lantern Festival. It was kind of the basis for my Chinatown that I built out in the city this year.
Yeah.
Great set. Great set. Chicks are sweet. The build sucks though in Hall of Armor. Yeah, that's gonna be a parts one. That's what it is. Tayshawn,
Yeah, good parts.
Cool. I might drop in on you, Tayshawn, since I don't expect to doing much of anything otherwise today.
My money goes to parts. Yeah, I order from Bricks and Pieces a lot.
Yeah. I'm thinking of actually going on Bricks and Pieces again, probably once I get my next paycheck next week here and getting some stuff. And once the city sets come out and the front stuff comes out, I'm probably going to go back on and get a bunch more things then, too.
That's the
Bricks and Pieces order.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at putting in some more part orders as well. I've been trying to avoid it for a while, just again trying to feverishly save some pennies because I do want to get the modular, the next modular when it comes out. So.
Right. Up, and we have Lee here, Miss Bricks. Hello. Good afternoon.
G'day, Lee. Good to see you, mate.
Doing well here. Good to see you. Tayshawn says he's going to put it in front of Ninjago City Gardens in his city. Awesome. I'm sure that will be fantastic.
Yeah, it will.
They try to order on Bricks and Pieces whenever the January sets come out. Yep. I think a lot of us may probably do that. Wouldn't be surprised. I noted earlier in the conversations when I was going over some of the sets that I'm not going to necessarily going to buy all of them, but I probably will go on and buy city, like the torsos from the city sets, because I think those look fantastic. A lot of great stuff there.
Yeah.
Just Lego's going to take so much of my money.
Same, definitely.
But it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. Worst parts about Bricks and Pieces, it takes forever. Yeah, it seems to vary. I did one like a month ago, I think, and I got my order within like 3 weeks, which was surprising, but very happy to see that.
I noticed that when I put my last parts order in,
What's up, Ned? Drive by. Hey. I need to.
Yeah, when I got the last parts order in, it shipped very quickly, but it sat in a warehouse in Sydney for, I want to say, about 3 weeks. Yeah, before it actually made it out. So it wasn't that it was held up by, Lego. They got it out very quickly. I was watching the tracking on it, and within less than 48 hours, it had made it into Australia, which was really cool.
Oh, wow.
And then, 3 weeks later, it's like, oh, we have this parcel. It's like, I've had it for about 3 weeks. And that was the more the postal service that Lego, at least Lego Australia, uses to send to residential addresses. So yeah.
So I want to throw this question out to Tayshawn. I did not cover this when we were talking about the city stuff this morning, but you're working on your hospital mock. Tayshawn, did you see the new hospital set that's coming out in January? And would you buy that and or consider integrating that into your mock?
I don't mind that set though. It's cool.
Yeah, there you go, Taz. The custom folks are actually building the set. That's why they keep it for so long.
Yeah,
there we go.
We seem to have when it comes to ordering sets, even through, like, for us, lego.com.au, the sets are actually sent out really quickly because obviously they obviously have enough warehouse stock for them, within Australia, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. It's the parts where they'll source the parts from other countries, because we don't have, like a Lego manufacturing plant here in Australia. We don't. So any of the parts that we need, they're coming from other factories, whereas the sets are just being sent over and stored, whether it's in, warehouses before they're being, and they've got enough stock to have in warehouses here in Australia, and then send them on out to to the various stores. So I've always found ordering sets online through Lego. I've had no problem at all. Parts is where the issue seems to be. So, and I mean, look, like you got to wait 3 or 4 weeks. So effectively, you're waiting a month for a parts order. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing at the moment. I'm not doing anything for convention stuff. Each time we try and line up for a convention, it gets cancelled or postponed,
Right.
due to COVID here. There was one in Canberra that was supposed to happen. I think it was August or September this year. That got moved until April 2022. I believe Brickvention in Melbourne is still going ahead in January at this stage. So yeah, for anyone doing like you're doing builds for shows or exhibitions, I can understand waiting for parts can be wildly frustrating.
Yeah. So Tayshawn got back and said, Alexa, set $120 is way too pricey for the amount of pieces. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
And Mark says, yeah, it just looks too weak. Yep, that one that came out a couple of years ago was a great hospital build. I got that one. That was the foundation for the hospital mock that I actually built out last year and then kind of remodded again a couple months ago on streams here. Lee says, I think the ambulance that comes with the city hospital looks more like an ice cream van. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't look like an ambulance at all. It's very strange.
No.
It does have a good interior, like a lot of good details, though. A great people pack, no question. Great people pack. Definitely. $90 or $100 would definitely snag it.
Yeah.
Matches the ice cream trucks that they're coming out with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, great for the kiddos. I get that. Great for the play stuff, but yeah, just not the best for us for the AFOLs. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, I think look, I mean, I missed out on the other hospital. I know I can still get it aftermarket and that, but I missed out getting it when it was when it was in stores. I know other people were able to get it at a good bargain price. I seem to have missed out, and it's like, okay. So for some of that, I just think, right, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just move on but I think if I do see that other hospital set come up online somewhere, I'll probably just grab that one and maybe give the new one a miss unless I see it marked down really, really well, or wait for one of the toy sales like from one of the other retailers, or a double VIP points time where if I've got enough points I can put towards it, maybe,
Yep. Yeah, I think that's going to be a case for me of bricks and pieces, getting all the minifigures.
Yeah.
And because I already built a much larger custom hospital mock, I have no need to get anything from that other than the figures, because I love getting more figures. So I see no point in otherwise, at least for me.
Some of the builds are good. Like I like the scanning machine, whether it's an MRI or a CT scanner, or just, I like that particular build for that. And I've noticed a few people have pointed out that the last hospital set didn't come with a type of like a scanning machine.
Right.
So yeah, I like the kids' play area, the fact that they've put a clown in there as well. And there are some aspects of that new hospital set that I like, but I know it's going to be a scary price over here in Australia. When I say scary, for us it could be potentially $160, possibly a bit more.
Ugh.
It's hard for me then to turn around and justify. I mean, just me, and I know I don't speak for everybody as far as what their income stream is and how much they make in a year, but you know what I mean? Like, I've really got to sit back and go, okay, how desperately do I actually need that set?
Right, definitely. Yeah, I just don't know what to think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot we get one of the professors with this set too. Let's see what her name is. Cool. In the box here. She was one that teaches flying. That was Madame Hooch. That was her name. So Madame Hooch comes with a little broom here to teach flying.
Mm.
So yeah, this is cute. All right, one more bag to go on this.
Cool.
I just have to make sure I don't miss a part when I dump these things out. I've done that before.
It's easy to do. Then you find you're sort of rummaging through your bin going, oh, paper
Yeah.
control.
Yep, I had to do that. And I'm like, ah.
Glad I'm not the only one then. Because
Yes, ice cream head pieces. Absolutely agree with that. Got to get those. Yep. Shooter parts, one looks transblue, I want a bunch of those. Yeah, the I think other folks were calling like the splatter pieces.
Yeah,
definitely going to pick up some of those guys. Teal Brooks and Paradisa City update. No, I don't think so. $1,200, but 1,200 AUD. Probably not far off, right?
well.
Try to get this one wrapped up fairly quickly here.
That's all good. Those grill piece. Well, I mean, I'm calling them grill piece. I've probably called them the wrong piece, Matt. But the piece right in. Yeah, is that in dark tan?
It is in dark tan. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, this is where again. This is a fantastic inventory building set already from what I'm seeing here.
I don't know what they're calling that piece. Was it like a grate or something? I don't know what the piece is.
I call it a great piece. That's why I refer to it.
Not bad in dark tan though.
Need to check out Shana's got some awesome videos. Okay, I will take a note of that. Thank you, Tayshawn. Lee says, what do you think of the CM Series 22? I am all about that. I love those figures.
Yeah, there's some cool ones.
No question. Take my money there too. I haven't talked about those yet. Take my money. And I'm hoping that at least my store will do what they have been doing for all the CMF lines, and that they will label them with a little print on the front of the be like, oh, I'm going to get like 20 of these. Hoping for that, though. Mark says Series 22 mess. So yeah, I mean, to each their own, but I'm definitely a fan of them. Saturday is my cataracts, because maybe I won't work till 7 hours a Monday. Yeah, man, hang out. All good. They're cool, not great. I'm going to be 2 cans out, 2 cans out. 2 good. Yeah, it seems to be a mixed bag. I've talked to some other folks too. Other folks to be pretty enthralled with them. One guy in another Discord that I participate in, over on Jank's channel, he actually is in love with the Bard, the blue Bard in that one that's coming out. That's really cool. It almost goes back to like a Forestman kind of style, which I dig that. I'll get some of those for my future castle area expansion underneath my city. So nice. Cool there. But yeah, I think I will go ahead and buy a bunch of them, at least myself. Put a few scrolls in the 2022 sets. Yeah, definitely. Scrolls, they're pushing it, but yeah, and the multiple colors. Like the raccoon. 2 cans for my zoo. Yep, I could definitely see that. I'm going to get a few of the 2 cans too, just to have them. Trying to follow directions here while I keep an eye on chat. I'm starting to lose focus a little bit.
It's easy to do sometimes.
Yep.
Just looking for some tiles at the moment. Looking for tiles that I probably don't have. Oh, maybe.
Of course, I just dropped a piece here.
Do have a couple of them. Okay.
Tiles, more tiles. Bring out more tiles on the pad wall. We demand it. And maybe because I love doing interior work too, I love tiling all my interiors, and it's like, all right, I have to be a little bit more judicious with what I'm doing for tiling because they're not really putting out stuff at this point.
Yeah, you got to substitute sometimes. Yeah.
So like right now, I have a bunch of just 1x2 white, and that's kind of been my focus of tiling, using all that up.
Yeah.
And to save some of my other ones.
Yeah, it is one of the downsides sometimes to just not having to. I think in a way now it's sort of near force. Well, not forcing might be the wrong word, but it's sort of getting us to refocus a bit, or sort of rethink some of their interiors and that as well. So yeah.
By the way, Scott thinks he's funny. I can multitask. It just depends on what it is. I have to multitask. Pablo and Cardiff had no dark blue spray tiles for the best part of this year. Yeah. So annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, dark bluish grey, or even like the medium stone grey, or whatever, like the lighter grey one. Yeah, they seem to be very popular at the moment.
Yeah, the thing is too, I talked about this on a stream somewhere, maybe it was my own or whatever, but I decided to go the direction really early because I had not gotten a lot of gray on Pab when I got back in initially. I went the route of doing my sidewalks in a different color. Yeah. And I'm actually really happy with that. I think it stands out a bit more, at least for me.
Yeah.
I do the dark orange outline, and then I do like a dark tan interior for the sidewalk, and I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of starting to run a little low on a little bit of that, so I'm trying to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
Come back out with more of that stuff, please. But I mean, everybody does do the gray colors for their sidewalks. I just try to be a little bit different anyway.
Yeah.
Each their own. Everything looks good. I don't want to crap on anything.
For sure. Yeah.
So much great stuff in this set. Just so many awesome parts. I'm loving this.
It's getting there. I mean, just at the moment, I'm being very I want to say is frugal the word to use, but I'm just being cautious with tiles that I'm running out of and colors. Yeah.
We just made an interesting comment. They have loads of 2x2 dark tan tiles and 1x2, 1x4 crazy. So, Lee, you want to hook some people up across the pond? Give you some money.
Yes.
If you're willing to.
That's because we're mates, Lee. # because we're mates.
Yep. I'll hook some fellow AFOLs up. That would be awesome.
I know the shipping to Australia will probably kill that deal very quickly, but I
don't think it's too pricey if I was to ship to the UK or vice versa. I mean, I'd be willing to consider that because who knows, we're going to see more of that stuff back here.
Yeah, I know shipping here at the moment is certainly not cheap. Even within the country, it's starting to get a bit more expensive now too. It's like, damn.
Mark says jealous. I'd love some of those. Right? I mean, that's why I'm like, Lee, you want to hook people up? Oh, I just realized as I'm putting this together now, I'm seeing that this is actually a sort of modular thing where you can kind of put the different parts together with little Technic stuff here.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that until now as I'm doing the last build. Yeah, Scott was right. I'm going to blow a gasket trying to think about all this at once. This is very cool.
Oh, place to. Frustrating.
What else is on your future mock building list there, Taz? What are the things you have in mind?
I would like to do a small sort of hospital / medical center. So the idea of what I'm working on at the moment is more of a seaside sort of, almost like, not necessarily an island, but like a small seaside, almost fishing village type sort of setup. So, obviously going to have all the amenities that you would expect in a small town, but just not on a large scale. So a massive big hospital in a tiny little community, it might look a bit, to me, might look a bit out of place. So if I make a smaller sort of medical center, with like a helicopter there, it sort of gives the idea. Well, if something really bad happens there, that patient can be airlifted to a much a more accommodating hospital.
Right.
I would like to do a small sort of motel. If I say the word like Motel 6, do you guys sort of, well, Matt, do you get that sort of reference of
Yes.
not necessarily run down look to them, but more of just a beachside sort of motel that you'd see, in a smaller, so something like that as well. I do want to do like I would like to build a small town hall, similar to the one that they used in that city set. Was it from last year? The one that we were getting
the main
monorail. Yeah. That I think it was called Main Street or whatever that one was called in particular.
Yep.
So I do want to have a little town hall. Just a few little smaller amenities, probably a couple of more smaller apartment buildings and that as well. Because the minifigs have got to have somewhere to live. So, try and do some small, like maybe two-story or 2-level apartment buildings, and maybe just a few more sort of food store. I would like to put a small dentist in. I suppose taking a bit of a nod from the Assembly Square.
Yep.
A small bank, small police station. I've just recently built the mock fire station and that as well.
Mm-hmm.
That little mock, I think, tugged at my own heartstrings a little bit. I lost 2 really close mates of mine from structure fires. One was an industrial fire, and the other was a house fire. So with the house part of the ceiling, and then consequently part of the roof collapsed, and he unfortunately didn't make it. And as far as the other one was an industrial one, I think there was an explosion inside the building, and that's what got him as well. It's just awful. And I wanted to do so beside the. I need to put it onto another base plate, but beside the little fire station, I'm going to build a small memorial park and use the fire truck that comes with the Winter Village fire station, have that as like a static, like a museum piece almost, and then try and set up like a small little memorial there to pay respects to, again, firefighters that have lost their lives or ones that are still serving. So it's just that little way that I can say thank you to them, even though and even though that I have an emergency services background. It's just something that I wanted to do. So there's plenty of mock ideas there. It's just the parts are going to be what's going to limit me at the moment.
Yeah, I agree with Lee. That's a great tribute. Very, very good idea.
So I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah.
That's excellent. That's great all around.
What about yourself, Matt? What have you got coming up? What are you or that you're willing to share?
Yeah, I'll share a little bit, so folks that are hanging out can get a little bit of an idea. I don't want to reveal everything. So I didn't expect to keep working on the office building like I am, but since I started it, I'm going to go ahead and finish that with the interior work, and then I want to move on to doing that. Alternative rebrickable build. I do want to get that done and put into the city, because my current project's kind of holding up my city work a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Done to kind of rearrange and get things set up the way I want it. And then I kind of have a few different tracks I want to go. I do want to get down to the point of working on my little airport area at the end of my table. And that's also where at least the current iteration of my entire setup, that is where the monorail is going to end. So it's going to be truly kind of a airport shuttle at that point.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I kind of do that spirit of it.
Oh, cool.
That's on the radar. I also do have an intention of actually mounting in another board, a piece of wood, into the table to kind of create like a crawl space, kind of like what Jang and other folks have too. And I want to do some stuff on that area, but I don't want to reveal details of it, but I will say will be very industrial.
Oh, okay.
I do believe that part of making a city feel more realistic, at least for me, is having things that are very industrial.
Yes, yeah.
So I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm very forward to that idea.
That's awesome. I guess I'm trying to think of more, like smaller shops and things that you'd expect to find, say, in a small country town or rural town, but I want to still have that very much like beach vibe. So maybe throw in a couple more cafes or like juice bars, things like that. Try to just add that bit more variety in that as well.
Right.
I mean, I like trying to sort of downsize or downscale some of the larger mocks that I've come up with. I would love to do a pub style mock. I did make a larger one, and it wouldn't fit into what I'm working with at the moment. So I want to go back and redo it. That's going to be a bit of a tribute to my dad, as much as we did live in different states, and we didn't always get a chance to catch up. And when we did, if he came to visit, once he'd settled in and said g'day to the kids and whatever, we'd end up just wandering down to a nearby pub and just have a couple of beers and just quite few beers and catch up, in just a bit more of a relaxed environment. So I would love to do a small sort of pub and have the sort of sig fig that I've got for him and myself, sitting maybe out in the beer garden and enjoying a beer, and something like that. So, yeah, there's plenty of other. I've done a much larger pizzeria mock, which Mrs. Taz has put a caveat on me, so I can't touch that particular build. So she likes it, and she's like, "No, you're not redoing that one."
Yeah, I think all of us can agree with that. There's always multiple projects, and you're like, "Oh, which one do I do next?" Completely agree with that. Lisa's very intriguing. I hope that people will stay tuned for all the stuff coming up. I hope.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Oh, the pub. Yeah, I just saw that video that Lee posted a day or so ago. That looks fantastic. That's another great rebrickable of that entire set. Definitely.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right, but this one is done as well. A couple of great builds. I'm totally digging these just for the look.
That's awesome.
Put these both in the frame here. There we go. Very cool.
That is cool. That's
great
awesome.
Part sets. Great part sets all around. Lots of great stuff here. Excellent. Alrighty, folks. It's about 11:15 my time here, and Taz has been up extremely late.
Yeah, but I really appreciate it, Matt. Thank you so much for the invite, mate. And unfortunately, yes, we are battling the time zones here, but you know that the offer's always extended to yourself as well. So I really do appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much for the invite. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining the whole time, Taz. I really appreciate it, and it's been great
fun.
Yeah, for sure. And I do want to thank everybody that's hung out this morning. Greg for joining in for a little while before he took off to get his jabs. I'll talk to him more on Discord, and he'll hopefully join me for other streams in the future here. Taz is always welcome. I want to thank Lee, Mark, Scott, Scotty, all the other folks. Nate was on for a little bit. Let's go back through the list here. Bray, Tayshawn. A lot of chat going on today. Ned was on briefly, just stopping by to say hi.
Oh, cool.
Kyle Dunbar was on for a bit. Thanks, Kyle, for joining. Going all the way back through chat here. I just want to acknowledge everybody for hanging out this morning. DZ was on for a little bit earlier. Thank you, DZ, for coming by to hang out. And I think that was everybody. Pretty sure. And Mayo dropped in briefly at the start of the stream for Ian with the bed. And Cliff was on earlier as well. Thank you guys for dropping by. Really appreciate it. And I'm going to head out. Again, thanks everybody for joining. I'll be back on live Tuesday evening, 6 p.m. my time, Eastern. Hope folks will drop by for that as well. And stay tuned on my channel later today. I will have my second floor interior of my office building video, blah, 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 posted. So look forward to that, folks. Thank you for joining. Everybody, will see you later. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Oops.